More and more, I'm realizing how important it is to set an intention, either just for my day or for my meditation. Now, just a few weeks ago, one of our viewers, Stephanie Rising, suggested that I make a video about setting intentions and kind of the how and the why of it. So, first of all, you are the creator of your life. So by setting an intention, those intentions help you move forward to what you want in your life. So setting one in the morning, I think, is a big priority. Now, you've heard of people saying their morning prayers or their evening prayers, and I think there's a reason for that. So if you just have a typical day, you wake up, you go to the shower, you go to the bathroom, you eat your breakfast, you get your coffee, you go to work, and you're just like, oh, it's just another day doing the same thing, and you're not excited about the day, well, that's going to set the tone for your entire day. So I think it's important to set the tone in the morning of how you want your day to be. Now, your intention setting doesn't have to be like, okay, I'm going to set an intention and then I'm going to go into my meditation and I'm going to just keep doing that. Intention can be as simple as just starting your day with a simple intention. A simple thing you can do is just say something in your head. Now, that's simple enough, but are you really giving it the time and the effort and the thought that it really needs? I think there's a reason for prayer. I mean, you see a lot of people do prayer like this, and it's kind of like at the heart, and they bow their heads, and there's probably reasons behind why prayers have always been done the way they're done. Now, a simple thing you can do is just to kind of close your eyes for a minute and take a deep breath to just kind of center yourself, and then set an intention. It's going to be a beautiful day. Very simple. So just by setting a very simple intention, whatever comes to your mind, if you have something in mind, go ahead. But just then I didn't know what to say. So I was like, oh, it just feels like a good thing to say. It's going to be a beautiful day. So say something, and then that kind of goes with you through the day. But like I said, if you go back to, oh, man, just another day, that's going to be going with you the whole day, and then you're going to be stressed in traffic, and you're going to be frustrated at that person at work, and then you got, oh, I got this, and the kids, and all, you just kind of got that whole thing going for you. So you can use that in your meditation. I know some of you try to meditate every day. It helps to do it in the morning because that same thing, it's kind of like an intention setting thing. It sets it in your mind and kind of sets off your whole day. I've never really thought about a bunch about it, but I've heard more and more as I go to some of these Dr. Joe Dispenza events. They're like, what's your intention for the event? I'm like, oh, well, I've never really thought about that. Okay, let me think. And I've started doing that more and more. The last one I went to, I set an intention, and then after it, I was like, wow, I really think that I feel that way. It can be, you want to heal this, or I want to manifest this, but those are kind of big. Yeah, I kept mine more general, and I felt what I was setting the intention to feel. But in your morning meditation, or anytime you do the meditation, you can do a simple intention of, why are you meditating? Are you just doing it because you know you should do it? Just like people go to church. Oh, I know I'm supposed to go to church. Well, are you really going to feel it? Do your meditation for a reason. Now, I know when I go and I try to select a meditation, I'm like, okay, what do I want to focus on today? And I kind of look and feel and think. I'm like, okay, well, I want to focus on happiness today. I want to work on manifesting something today. This problem I've had in my life, I really kind of want to change. I want to go do a changing boxes meditation. Oh, I kind of feel a little off. I'm going to do blessings of the energy centers. So you almost already have an intention when you're going to do your meditation. If you don't have a clear intention at the beginning of your meditation, you could just be like, okay, I just want to finish this meditation complete. Sometimes you may have your mind wander. So you could be like, okay, I just want to have my mind focused. Now, you see I saying I want to. That's something I still struggle with. They say with intentions that you should say, I am. For me, that's hard. I am is more like, I guess, like a manifestation, like I am rich, I am healed. And those are like almost like kind of like a mantra, but not quite, but it's almost like something you're trying to believe that thing in the future is happening now. You can do that with an intention, but sometimes in my heart, I'm like, I can't say I am, it's like, well, so it's kind of, and want probably isn't a good word, maybe will is a good word. You're kind of looking to the future, and these little mini intentions I've set are good. So like, let's say you want to try to get through your meditation without your mind wandering. You can say, I will not have monkey brain, or, because it's hard to say, I don't have monkey brain, or, something like that. You know what monkey brain is? It's just like your mind's like all over the place during your meditation. I will end my meditation smiling or something. So you can do many intentions like that. If you don't have anything beforehand, sometimes as I'm just sitting there in the induction period and I'm just trying to get down into and center myself and out into the quantum, something will just come to my mind. And if something comes to your mind, that's good. That's probably something you need to work on. Your intentions also can be almost little mini manifestations. You're like, oh, I really wanted to go do that concert next weekend, but I don't quite have the money. And you're like, you know what, I'm going to try to just add a little manifestation in there. Like, I need a little extra money, or I want tickets, or, you can kind of throw those into your meditation just when you feel it. There's no rules of how to meditate. If you feel inspired in your middle of your meditation to throw something out to the universe, if you feel inspired to speak to your higher self and ask it questions, do it. If you're doing a guided meditation, yes, it's good to follow it. But if something's coming to you, I think that's a download coming from your higher self or from the universe trying to tell you something. And so you'll be like, oh, yeah, maybe I should work on that. And I've had that sometimes where I'm tuning into new potentials, and there's usually 2 that you tune into, but there's sometimes I'm like, wow, there's all these other things that I want to do, and I start rattling them off in my head. So those intentions can be manifestations. They can be things that work towards goals in your life, whatever you want. But the key is to just kind of set your intention and let it go, and don't obsess over it, because let's say you don't want the monkey brain, and then you start wandering and you're like, it didn't work, my intention didn't work, or why is it not stopping? I set that as an intention and my brain is still wandering. But if you just kind of just say that and just kind of let it go, then I think it will kind of just happen. And if the monkey brain happens, don't punish yourself. Be like, okay, that's all right, let's just let that go and move on. If you want to, sometimes it helps to write down your intention. Do a journal. Maybe every morning, just write down something about how you want your day to be, or something you want to happen during your day. This can be a daily thing you want. Like, I want this to be my day. I want this to be my week. I want this to be my month, my year, whatever it is that your intention is. I mean, if you are trying to heal yourself of some disease, then you can set that intention every day. Like when you go on your meditation, I am healed. I am whole. I am happy. You can go into your meditation saying, this is making me a better person. This is healing me. Whatever it is, and just keep telling yourself, and you can write that down. I am whole, happy, and healed, healthy, whatever you want to put down. Write it and then go into meditation. Sometimes I'll do that. I've got a 369 journal. I'll write down something in my 369 journal and then jump into my meditation. So just by writing something down, that already wires it into your brain. You could also, Dr. Joe Dispenza has told, I think this was on his progressive workshop maybe, where he talks about putting a letter for something you want. So let's just say your intention is you want to find a husband or something, and you want to find love. And let's just say love. It doesn't even have to be a husband, but whatever it is, and you put down an L for love. And so every time you go into your meditation, you can see that big letter, write it in your journal, and you can color all over the page, whatever you want. You can visualize that big L right there on the page. And so every time you meditate, there's some kind of intention in there. And you can have more than one, okay? So you could say, I want peace in my life. So you could have a big P. And so every time you meditate, just think of that. Or every time you wake up in the morning, you can imagine that big letter P, and you're like, peace, okay. And then maybe you feel that peace inside you, and it guides you through your day. If you start getting kind of off through your day, remember that letter P, or remember your intention that you set in the morning or during your meditation. There's not really rules. These are just kind of some tips to kind of help you to feel better about yourself and to feel like there's a purpose for your day or a purpose for your meditation. I know people kind of get drained about their meditations. I kind of talked about that a little while ago, just like, why am I doing all this? Put some purpose, some intention of why you're doing it. Something else that could help is a mind movie or a vision board. That kind of goes along the lines of manifestations. But manifestations can also be, I want to manifest health, Your vision board can just show signs of nature or hearts for love, just different ways you want to feel. Same with your mind movie. You can choose pictures of people being happy, or flowers, or bunnies, or just things that just make you feel good inside. And that, by watching that mind move or looking at that vision board, you can kind of just visualize, okay, this, and by looking at that, it brings up an emotion inside of you, and those emotions inside of you will stick with you. So setting an intention. Why? Why do I want to set those intentions? Well, I've kind of talked about that, about feeling good, of making you go work towards a goal. And you may not have a goal like, I want to own this, and I want to find this happiness, I want to heal of this, I want a partner in my life. You may not have those goals. Some people feel frustrated. Well, I don't have a big goal in mind. Those little tiny intentions are your goals. Just a very simple, have a wonderful day. I want to smile. I want to whatever, you know. When you get in your car, you just don't mindlessly drive, do you? I mean, you could just go into the unknown and see where it takes you. But for the most part, you have a purpose, an intention to go in your car of where you're driving to. So you want to drive to the grocery store. You need to drive to work. There's an intention of where you're going. So same thing when you do your meditations and throughout your day, you set an intention of, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to feel. So you are the creator of your life. So create your life every day.